Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Dan. Welcome back to EFC's Book Chat. We're on Book Chat 9 of the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen R. Covey. I'm a little sick today. Excuse my voice. Sorry about that. So habit number 6 is about synergy. And synergy is this creative, spontaneous occurrence that is built on a deep amount of trust between those that we're communicating with. And I think what's important to acknowledge is that synergy is oftentimes the discussion or the fusion of thought of opposite thoughts, of opposite opinions, of differences. And the reason why it's so hard to have such a creative and synergistic environment is because so much of it is based off of trust. How much do we trust the people that we communicate with in order to be vulnerable, in order to be spontaneous, in order not to stick to a structure that has been proven to work but may not be the best solution? The trust that we build within the community that we're working with takes time. It takes time to make those deposits of really listening to other people, really taking the time to make the little things count, and really being apologetic when we mess up, really building up the bank of trust that we have with those around us. It's hard because it calls us to let go of our egos, our pride, or the security of knowing that we're right, when even if we are right, what we are right about may not be the best. But until we're able to let go of that and be open and be trustworthy, what will happen is that it's always going to be an either or situation where 1 + 1 may not always equal 2. It could be 0, where opposite opinions clash and everything cancels out and there's no progress. Or in fact, if we breed trust and we have a synergistic approach to things, and we approach things with understanding before being understood, where we approach things as a win-win situation, then what will really happen is that we may start off at opposite ends of the triangle. But as we discuss and as we trust and as we value each other's opinions, and we value each other's perspectives, because I trust you and I know you have my best interest in mind. So if you disagree with something that I'm saying, then there must be a reason, and I must understand that, and I must take that into consideration. So even if we start at opposite ends of the triangle, as time progresses, as discussions build, we'll meet in the middle, at the apex of the triangle, where there's an alternative solution that is better, where 1 + 1 doesn't equal 0, or 1 + 1 doesn't equal 2, but where 1 + 1 could potentially equal 4, or 15, or 100, or 1,000, where we're coming together to create something new, something better. And that's hard, right? It's hard to get there. And I think one of the things that I really took away is that having synergistic collaborations and communications and trust in our interdependent circle really comes down to our intrapersonal perspectives, right? If we've built habit 1, 2, and 3, where we are proactive, we know that we have the control of how we respond to things, that if we are able to just view our world through our circle of influence, then we have the control to respond to what is going on to us, that we have the control to dictate our future. If we begin with the end in mind, we have a very strong personal mission that guides us, not by any particular end result, but by principles and values that we want to project, that we want to live by, right? And then if we have the priorities of putting first things first and really prioritizing what is really important and allowing our values and principles to dictate our actions, then we have strong interpersonal values that we truly believe in. So then our ego and our pride and the security of what we believe is right can be let go. We can begin to trust those that we trust, truly trust, and value what they have to say. And when we're able to look past our differences by truly understanding each other's strengths and how those strengths complement our own weaknesses. We are able to think win-win and reach a third alternative that is better than what is existing. You know, it calls for us to do 1 + 1 does not equal 0 anymore. It calls for us to challenge ourselves to make 1 + 1 equal 4, 16, 1,000. Calls for us to create something new. Super helpful, super valuable, super hard. For reals, I get it. I hope you're reading along. I definitely recommend picking this book up. It's been very, very insightful. I'm looking forward to the last habit. If you guys find this helpful, please like and subscribe. I'll talk to you guys soon.